If you've ever blamed yourself, felt ashamed, or believed you just didn't have enough willpower when you failed to lose weight over and over again, I need you to hear this right now. It is not your fault. You are not broken. You are not weak. And you're not a failure. What you've been dealing with isn't a lack of effort, it's a disease, the disease of obesity. And I'm going to tell you the truth about the disease of obesity and why it's so hard to lose weight and how a medication gave me relief after decades of fighting my own body. My name is Amy, and I'm 51 years old, and I live with the disease of obesity. And I'm currently on a journey to lose 180 pounds. Now, so far, I've lost 48 pounds in 49 weeks, which is fabulous. And that number matters, but what matters even more is what it represents. So, for the first time in my life, my body is no longer at war with me. Now, this video isn't about perfection. It's not about a miracle cure, and it's definitely not about just eating less and moving more. Because, we've heard that a million times. It's finally about understanding why weight loss has been so hard and why that struggle was never a personal failure. Now, for most of my life, I believed the same thing that many of you were taught. If I just tried harder, if I were more disciplined, if I could just stop thinking about food. But what people don't talk about is how loud it is in your head when you live with obesity. The constant thoughts about food, the cravings that feel completely uncontrollable, and the emotional exhaustion of always fighting yourself. Now that's called food noise, and for me it was relentless. And every time I lost weight and gained it back, my shame just grew deeper because I didn't know my body was actually biologically programmed to fight weight loss. Now this is where discovering the set point theory changed everything for me. Your body has a weight range that it believes is safe. And when you lose weight, especially if you have obesity, your body panics. It triggers a physiological response. It increases hunger hormones. It slows your metabolism and it pushes you to regain the weight. That's why so many of us do everything right and still fail. Not because we lack discipline, but because our bodies are doing exactly what they're designed to do. Keep our bodies at a safe weight. But for many of us, that regulator that tells our body what that safe weight is not aligned with a healthy weight. For the longest time, my body believed it needed to be at 180 pounds, which is way too much for my 5-foot frame. Then it decided to be at 250 pounds. And most recently, my brain thought it was a good idea to be at 300 pounds. Now that is when I hit my breaking point and I had to seek medical intervention. It took some time, but I did find a doctor that was willing to prescribe me a weight loss medication. For me, Zepbound, also known as Mounjaro or tirzepatide, didn't just help me lose weight, it gave me relief. And for the first time in my life, the food noise in my head was quiet. I could finally think about something else other than food. And now I can eat and easily stop when I'm within my calorie limit. I can make decisions about food without obsessing. And I'm not constantly negotiating with myself about my diet. And something I never expected, my ADHD symptoms improved and my anxiety decreased so much. And I want to be clear, I'm not a medical professional. This is not medical advice. Please make sure you talk to your healthcare provider before making any changes to your healthcare plan. I'm just simply sharing what treating the disease of obesity looks like for me. Now, if I have to take a weight loss medication for the rest of my life, I'm completely okay with that because obesity is a chronic disease. I can solve my weight issue by losing weight, but at this point in time, I cannot cure the disease of obesity. And you shouldn't be ashamed or embarrassed of taking the medication and taking it long term. We don't tell people with diabetes to stop taking their insulin once their blood sugar improves. And we also don't tell people who have high blood pressure to stop taking their blood pressure medication. So why should obesity be treated any differently? Taking medication doesn't mean I didn't try. It just means that I finally stopped blaming myself and I've started treating my medical condition. Now, the idea that obesity can be fixed by just eating less and moving more is not only wrong, but it's really harmful. For most of us, medication is what allows healthy habits to actually work. It helps lower the body's set point so weight loss can happen and it can stay. Without addressing our biological dysfunction, weight loss will not be sustainable for the majority of us who have the disease of obesity. And if you've struggled with your weight your entire life, if you felt judged, dismissed, or blamed, please hear me. It was never your fault. You deserve compassion, you deserve treatment, and you deserve to live in a body that isn't constantly fighting you. I want to thank you so much for listening to my story. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to continue to see my videos in your recommended feed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be notified every time I release a new video, then just make sure you hit that bell button and turn all your notifications on. Now, I do usually do a live stream every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time to do my latest weight loss update, so make sure you tune in for that. And I have a lot of journey left to go, so I really hope that you hang in there with me and follow along, and I'll see you in the next video.
1 scale and a suitcase to pack. Zepbound in hand, there's no looking back. Cruising through this journey, non-scale victory's divine. But can Amy lose the weight without losing her mind?